Hey folks, this is the last stop for your Pratte Pack, and what an amazing place with the wonderful Father Bob Miller. We're at St. Peter and Paul. We're at the rectory, and it is St. Patrick's Day, so a little history lesson, St. Patrick 101 in just a moment. But you know how much your Pratte Pack loves a good fish fry, and they have one here each and every week. But it's so good. How do you say that again? Tell me again. Just speak.
Aglio e olio.
Aglio e olio, pasta with fish, ladies and gentlemen. They have that. And that's courtesy of one of their great parishioners who just loves giving back and paying it forward. Fish sandwich, only $8. The Pittsburgh fish sandwich, a little added fin, if you will, $9. And some other things too, like garlic bread and pierogies, mac and cheese, holushki, French fries, baked potatoes. It's happening during Lent. It's here at the amazing St. Peter and Paul. Now, okay, watch my stuff, by the way. I did a little homework out in the parking lot. Apostle of Ireland, Master Patrick of Ireland, 5th century. He's kidnapped by pirates at the age of 16, taken to this strange land, but he finds his way back, escapes. But what does he do? Because of his faith, Christianity, goes back, okay, and becomes obviously the Bishop of Ireland. He dies on what they believe to be St. Patrick's Day, becomes a patron saint in the 7th century. An amazing story of an amazing saint, right?
It is wrong. It is wrong.
Tell me a little bit more about the, St. Patrick that we've all come to know and love.
Well, one of the things that's often debated about is his citizenship. You know, was he British or was he Roman? Because at that time there was a lot of Roman occupation of Britain. But really what matters most of all is that he was a Christian, regardless of what his citizenship was. And whatever it was he experienced in his slavery in Ireland, it transformed him because he went back. And even once he was free, he was not free from Ireland. And he was ordained and chose the priesthood with that whole motivation of coming back and bringing Christ to Ireland. Somehow Christ became Christ was his salvation, and Christ was his reason to be. And so he brought that to Ireland and just laid a foundation of faith.
And he actually
believing that it's still flowing strong today.
And he actually used the shamrock as a way of saying three
Yes.
people, one
Yes,
God.
yes,
right?
yes. One of the greatest teaching tools ever remembered. That he used the shamrock to explain the idea of the Trinity, how there could be three distinct persons and yet in one reality, which is a very practical way of coming to understand that mystery that none of us can fully really understand.
Listen, we all have our suffering along the way, and that's what you have faith and family for. This gentleman right here, I was at St. Peter and Paul a couple of weeks ago, and I see him on a cane, and I was complaining about my backache, and then I realized he had a knee replacement. Dr. Rebar did a great job. He's gutting it out. He's going to go do his confession. My great friend, Bishop Zubik, who's going to be on the radio with me Tuesday night to set the stage for Holy Week, he's dealt with back issues his whole life. But here's what amazes me about the men and women of our faith, okay? And this is one. Here's a guy who's kidnapped by the pirates when he's 16, taken from his family into slavery. He's gone from his family. He finds his way back. He escapes. And then Romano Briston, a British Christian missionary, he goes back and does it all over again and probably lives in poverty until he finally finds some sort of tranquility and balance and peace, if he ever did. No one's even sure exactly what he did and where he was, but they know it was overwhelmingly holy and good. What is it about these certain people that just, like Pope Francis and others, Pope John Paul II, and I could go on, Pope Benedict, who always find a way to see the good through the pain and are willing to even live as a pauper to help people? Why is that? Is it just because of the deep-rooted faith?
Well, but it's our own understanding of the mystery of the cross, and especially as we get closer and closer to Holy Week, and that symbol of Jesus on the cross for the whole world. That's the thing. That's the thing that inspires people, to endure it, and then you find meaning in your own sufferings, and whatever it is that you have to carry in life, you're able to do it, not because of our own power, but because of Jesus. And we can make sense out of all that we go through because of what Jesus went through. And I'm sure that's what Patrick discovered and what he brought to others and what has been passed down to us and what we pass on to our young.
Father Terry O'Connor of St. Teresa in Munhall, he'll be with me on Easter Sunday on KDK.
I've seen him today in his Kelly green clerical shirt.
I know. I saw him at the party they have for his father's foundation every year, and I said, how do I get me one of those? It's pretty good looking. Listen, what's your message as we head to Holy Week for people of all faiths? This is in my opinion, the greatest week of the year.
Stay close to Jesus in whatever way you can, whatever your schedule allows you to do, stay close to Jesus.
All right, before I give some love to our wonderful Catholic schools, and of course he's connected to where my children go to Quigley, which I feel and truly am blessed to have the honor to say that they're a freshman and junior. My daughter Eva and my son Robbie, respectively, they do amazing work there. But do admit one thing: my middle son, my oldest son is the gift of gab. My son Tyler, he's wonderful. My daughter Eva, gift of gab. My son Robbie is a gentle giant, and he wants to be like his dad and get everything right. Quigley can be a little difficult as far as curriculum. I'd have never made it. Believe me, orientation I'd have been done, okay? But I admire what they have done and how they have helped him grow as a young man in faith. But the education at Quigley is second to none, correct?
Oh, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Do you know, I love this statistic. Last year, 27 graduates in the 2015 class at Quigley. Over $3 million in scholarships.
Save a few. We're going to need them. But listen, my friend John Hudson turns 50 today from Beaver, former Secret Service agent. Quigley Catholic, I might add. Seton LaSalle, another great one. But Kennedy Catholic, Cardinal World North Catholic. They're playing at Hershey at the Giant Center this weekend. We wish them nothing but the best, and we show preferential treatment when it comes to Catholic schools. You bet we do. Now, a little blessing, if you will, and I'll let you go to confession. And thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Rob.
Okay.
Okay, God bless you all, and have a wonderful and blessed Holy Week.
Folks, that'll put a wrap on this St. Patrick's Day. Be safe, enjoy, and may the luck of the Irish always be smiling upon each and every one of you. Good night, everybody.